What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? This is another episode of ZamSports, and you guys see the title: Kenyon Martin checks employee at Gil's Arena, and this was actually live. And the funny thing is that shout out to those, who are actually posting these clips, because this was actually edited out. But I want to highlight this because this really goes deeper as far as what is being exposed from fakes and also fake media. We're living in a time now, y'all, where a lot is going on. Okay. And those who are really serious about their job, those who are really serious about certain relationships, or certain, connections to generate income or to build an establishment or to continue to build a up and coming legacy, in which I think here in Gil's Arena that was created by Gilbert Arena. Shout out to him and the rest of the crew. But what was highlighted here, y'all, is that we're living in a time, guys, of exposure. You understand? And so we're going to take a listen to what happened, all right, and what Kenyon Martin had to say. And I'm going to highlight, and expose some things even further as far as what he did not get to explain as far as from Kenyon Martin's concern. Because best believe, man, I'm on Kenyon Martin's side as far as dealing with this situation, and you're going to see why. Check this out.
People, man, they did a good job working, put this together. When we was at your crib, people was always respectful and shit was always running smoothly and good times, right? So you get to know people and you treat people a certain way, right? And I've always tried to be that, right? Treat people how I expect to be treated, with respect. I've vowed over years to meet the same energy as people give me and do more because of how I can come across, right? Which I know me, trying to get better over time and how my tone with people in situations. So
and I want to highlight that right there real quick, is that Kenyon Martin has been known for being a hothead as far as in the NBA. But I want to shed some light as far as somebody who actually watched his entire career and the negative narrative that's been painted on Kenyon Martin, a former number one overall pick. As you guys see right here, he averaged 12.3 points per game over his 15 season NBA career, 6.8 rebounds per game, played and participated in 757 regular season games. He did make an all-star game, which I do remember, which he was a very huge impact for the Eastern Conference. It says that the teams that he played for was around 5 teams, including the Denver Nuggets and the New York Knicks. So we're talking about a former number one pick that played during the time where the game was very physical. You understand? And a lot of fouls were not called. You had a lot of dirty play and a lot of dirty guys out there, which Kenyon Martin did not play the game dirty. And it was also during the time where you had a lot of players that would literally, want to get into fights and things of that nature. And they will allow things further to go on than what we see as of now. And Kenyon Martin truly loves the game of basketball. You understand? Which is why that he gave nothing but his heart and soul to the game. And he dealt with injuries just like any other great player. Without these injuries, this guy literally, could have went down as one of the top 5 power forwards of all time in the game, if you truly watch the game of basketball, because he was unstoppable in defense and he was very athletic, right? He played defense, right? And he had a decent mid-range shot and also a decent handle and an ability to be able to attack, the basket. So understand, that where he's coming from, and I'm going to rewind this again so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. And that's the negative narrative that was pushed on him, okay, is that he's a bully, right? That he's a mean guy. But me watching his game and seeing the situations that he got into, he wasn't the one that started these things. A lot of these guys got upset because he dunked on them, because he boxed him out a little bit too hard. He set a hard screen. He blocked a shot, and then Kmart, you know what I'm saying, got emotional, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, by yelling out, you know what I'm saying, like, the intensity of the game. And then these guys will want to react, you know what I'm saying, and try to, like, you know what I'm saying, hey, bully him up. Well, where Kenyon Martin comes from Texas, understand is that, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that come from a lot of different areas. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, bullies get bullied. And Kenyon Martin was one of those individuals, you know what I'm saying, that would bully the bully. And so we have to understand this. And what he was alluding to as far as him getting better, I want to actually show this right here. This is even a situation dealing with, you know what I'm saying, Jeremy Lin, right? Where he was criticized because he criticized Jeremy Lin at one point, who was wearing dreadlocks. Okay, well, we understand these things. That Jeremy Lin being from Asia, not having the dreadlock culture, which comes from our people, right? And then Jeremy Lin also attacked back, you know what I'm saying, with, you know what I'm saying, a very good comment saying that, hey, you got Chinese tattoos, you know what I'm saying, on your arms and things of that nature, your shoulders, on your neck, as you see right here. And what Kenyon Martin alluded to as far as how I've grown, as far as how I respond to people, because I already know the stigma that's painted around me, he's definitely shown that. And he's shown that in this clip. Listen to this. And what I think, and you know what, guys, and what I think is beautiful from this, guys, is that, you know what I'm saying, despite, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that went on with them in the past, you see in the modern day time, Jeremy Lin does not have any dreadlocks, clearly. Just got to keep it 100. So clearly that comment from Kmart got to him some way, somehow. All right. And then here you have Kmart that's embracing him. All right. So people grow up, you understand? And when it comes to growing up, you establish certain relationships, especially for somebody, you know what I'm saying, who is now retired from basketball. And I really feel like he's doing an excellent job as far as on the Gills Arena podcast. All right, which they don't even like to call it podcast because it's not a podcast anymore. So let me put some respect on that. The Gills Arena show, which was once a podcast and now it's turned into a show. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the development of these guys. You understand? Because I love to see my people winning. But what we have to understand is that, you know what I'm saying, he speaks on a lot of different matters dealing with the situation, right? To pinpoint why he feels the way he feels as far as how he's going to address this situation that you're about to see.
So something recently was brought to my attention, right? Mm-hmm. That one of the people that works here that we see daily, and I brought this person into my home, right? Had this person around, my kids, right? Treat them nothing but respect, right?
Oh, shit.
And this is a loyalty situation I want people to, with their kids, right? Teaching situation. When people tell you be careful who you bring into your inner circle.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Be careful who you bring into your home. This is this situation that I'm speaking of right now.
So as we see, he's getting ready to get personal. And he's talking about that it's an employee that actually works, you know what I'm saying, at Gills Arena, which happens to currently be there. That happens to have been in his home. So when you invite somebody in your home, and I don't know if y'all know, but I've been in situations that I've had a lot of individuals around me to where I was in leadership positions, to where you have certain individuals at your home. You understand? Because you feel comfortable around that person, or because you operate as a leader to try to unify and put other people, you know what I'm saying, in better positions, or to even benefit both individuals. And individuals, you know what I'm saying, are able to have access to your personal life, you understand, to where things are opened up. And this is where the relationship matter comes into the play. Okay. And I want y'all to listen.
Hey, Suge, come here.
So the guy's name is Suge. Clearly he's in there. Listen to this again.
That I'm speaking of right now. Hey, Suge, come here.
Oh shit. You want this?
Huh? No, I don't need the mask.
Kill.
Swaggy P, man. Swaggy P is something else, man. So he calls Suge, who's clearly working there, guys, right? And then Swaggy P goes ahead and puts the mask on. I can't make this stuff up because clearly these guys have already discussed pre-game, which I would call pre-game, or before the actual live, that Kenyon Martin had something that he wanted to address about something and somebody that was working here in Gil's Arena that he just now got a hold of as far as the news. So listen to this.
Oh, nigga.
So I need you to do some explaining to me, brother.
You need a mic?
No, I don't need a mic. So, can you explain this video to me?
Yeah, that's the video.
Okay, let me stop right there real quick because a lot of y'all might not be able to hear it because he's playing it off of his phone. But I heard it very clearly in my headphones. The first thing that was said, right, was clearly this guy in the red, which I'm pointing right here, okay, that's leaning over Kenyon Martin. Well, his name is George, and he works for Gil's Arena. And Kenyon Martin has been on Gil's Arena for quite some time. And this is the guy that has been in his household. So once somebody invites you in their household, clearly it's personal, okay? And this guy is clearly on a show because the first thing that is asked, or not asked, but the first thing that somebody else is saying that this guy in the red, George, is on the show with, it could be some small-time YouTube show, a live, Instagram video. We don't know at this point, but it's a video, okay? And the guy says that I feel that Kenyon Martin is one of the bright spots on Arena, which I also feel like as well, due to the fact of his authenticity and how that he doesn't worry about the cameras just like he did it in the NBA. So what makes you think he's going to worry about the cameras dealing with a YouTube show? We got to keep it 100. Let's see what George has to say after somebody just gave Kenyon Martin praise on the work that he's clearly been doing on Gil's Arena. Listen to this. Let's go back a little bit.
Can you explain this video to me?
Yeah, that's the video we talked about.
No, we didn't talk about shit.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, stop right there. Okay, that's the video we talked about. And then he said, we didn't talk about shit. And shout out to those who's watching. Shout out to my guy, you know what I'm saying, Saints Blitz with Izzy, you know what I'm saying, one of my co-hosts, you know what I'm saying, on the show. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to his channel, you understand, because he's putting out great content, not only with the Saints, but also with all sports. He's gonna be all. That's good to see you up on here, man. Hey, real talk, man. Hey, also shout out, you know what I'm saying, to my big brother, you know what I'm saying, the official JD Smooth in the building, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's good to see you up on here. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I want y'all to check this out. Let's get right back to it. Let me rewind this back a little bit. It's about to get juicy.
Can you explain this video to me?
Yeah, that's the video we talked about.
No, we didn't talk about shit.
Yeah, we did speak about it.
No, you tried to apologize. So
He can't even get a goddamn sitting down with us. That's the Dunner man. So the Dunner man can run the show.
so there's it in here. Let me replay.
So what he said is he can't even get a sentence out without stuttering, man. So the stutter man is running the show. Now, what he's referring to as far as Mr. George, you're going to find out that's his name, okay, is that he knows, due to the fact that he was invited into Kenyon Martin's personal household, and trust me, y'all, this hits a little deeper for me, okay? Because when you're going to see his reaction, which I thought Kenyon Martin, what you're going to see, handle it in a way that I wouldn't have handled it. But what you're going to see, right, is that there is a problem with a lot of people in this world, and that's narcissist type behavior. Okay. And it's amongst the sports community and has been amongst the sports community, not only with fake media, you know what I'm saying, but now we're getting it, you know what I'm saying, with those who are working within. All right. I'm going to rewind this back again. All right. Because I'm behind Kenyon Martin.
The video we talked about.
No, we didn't talk about shit.
Yeah, we did speak about it.
No, you tried to apologize. So
He can't even get a goddamn sitting down with us. That's the Dutter man. So the Dutter man can roll the show.
So there's it in here. Let me replay it for her.
Just explain that. Kenyon Martin is the only bright spot on the show. Kenyon Martin can't fucking talk straight.
I want y'all to look at his reaction. You heard it twice. Look at his reaction, right? Look at Josiah's reaction, who's the mediator. Look at, you know what I'm saying, Rashad McCants' reaction. Shout out to Rashad McCants, man. He's one of my favorites on this show. You know what I'm saying? Cemetery Larry, real talk. I feel like he'd be the one that be carrying it, low key, right? But they all know, okay, that this is off. This is wrong. Because what type of platform is this on? Clearly, they don't want to show the platform because clearly it's a small platform compared to what they have as far as dealing with Gil's Arena. What are we talking about? You're clearly getting paid off the back, you know what I'm saying, of the success of these men who have put their bodies on the line on the basketball court to be able to talk about these things from a real perspective and put you on the line. Now, I don't know if he's played before. He maybe looks like he's probably played some college, but you're definitely never played pro. So what are we talking about? No, you need to be exposed, red shirt. You need to be exposed, Mr. George, as far as what Kenyon Martin is referring to.
That's all you need. He can't even get a goddamn sitting down with us. That's the Dutter man. So the Dutter man can roll the show.
Hold on, y'all.
So-
hold on. Look at Swaggy.
Dutter man. So the Dutter man can roll.
Look at Swaggy, bro. Let's give him a hand clap, man. Look at Swaggy. First of all, Swaggy P had already put he already put the mask on, man, as soon as he seen that Kenyon Martin was about to go in. And then when Kenyon Martin was really going in, and he put the glasses on like, I don't want nothing to do with this. But just know he ain't lying. Exactly, bro. It is funny as fuck, bro. Hey, and look, sometimes people just have to be exposed like this because you sitting there talking juicy on some little small platform and you're involved working for one of the most major platforms, you know what I'm saying, that was started by, you know what I'm saying, our own people, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about my people, right? On the internet. You already know what it is. Radio Nation, hard work, dedication. You feel me? Appreciate you. Shout out to the Saints Blitz with Izzy 6, right? So this is when it starts to really get juicy, y'all. Look at this.
So when I brought you into my home, that's how you felt?
No, I apologize.
Huh? No, but so this is how you felt when I brought you into my home and I had you around my wife and kids?
Now look at that. I want to rewind that again. The first time he asked him, so when I invited you into my home, this is how you felt? His response was, no, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean that. Well, why are you apologizing now? Because you know you put on the spot where you over there on a small platform talking SHIT about somebody that you work for that pays you money. You've been in his household around his wife and kids which one of his kids is in the NBA, by the way. Shout out to KJ Martin Jr. You know what I'm saying? Or KJ Martin, right? And now you on blast, right? Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this.
That's the better man. So the better man can run the show.
So when I brought you into my home, this how you felt?
No, I apologize.
Huh? No, but so this how you felt when I brought you into my home and I had you around my wife and kids?
No, that's not how I felt.
So what did you go out your way when someone is showing me love in the moment? You go out your way to disrespect me.
I don't think I was being disrespectful. I was
Disrespectful. When that's something that I've stated time and time again on this couch. Sensitive subject, huh?
So he said, I don't think that I was being disrespectful. But clearly he knows, Kenyon Martin said that, hey, I've told you that this is a sensitive subject, that I have a speech impediment, that I may stutter at times. And he said that he's sensitive about it. So if you invite somebody in your house, clearly you expect that person, because you have built trust or you put trust into that person, to respect you enough to not disrespect you on those levels. And this man in the red shirt went on a whole nother platform and just talked about his speech impediment as if that was a negative aspect to Gil's Arena. Without Kenyon Martin, man, right? Without Rashad McCants, man, right? Without Josiah, right? Without Swaggy P, man. Without BJ, man, right? Without Gil himself, man, right? Even without, you know what I'm saying, to the other people that used to come in the, you know what I'm saying, Lexi, you know what I'm saying, and everybody that's worked there, it wouldn't be where it's at. You can't sit there and knock, you know what I'm saying, what everybody brings. Everybody has a certain element that they bring. So just because, you know what I'm saying, you don't like people that stutter doesn't mean that I don't. Because I love hearing Kenyon Martin talk. Because you know why? When he opens his mouth, I know that he's going to give me the real. And clearly this guy's not real and he's being exposed.
Sensitive subject for me, right? I drew a line in the sand a long time ago with this. There's no apology ever that, as an adult, that I will accept for this. I came in here one day over at Gil's house and you walked up to me and tried to apologize out the blue. I blew you off because I didn't know what you were talking about. That's the situation. Yes or no?
yes.
So
Why would
therefore,
you talk about this when I apologize?
He acknowledged that was a situation. Listen to it again, y'all. At this point, bro, you don't walk off the set at this point, bro.
over at Gil's house and you walked up to me and tried to apologize out the blue. I blew you off because I didn't know what you were talking about. That's the situation. Yes or no?
yes.
Yes. Conversation over. Conversation over. What is we talking about, man? You are exposed. All you fakes are being exposed. We don't got time to be around y'all. In life, work, whatever it is. Let's hear it one more time.
That I will accept for this. I came in here one day over at Gil's house and you walked up to me and tried to apologize out the blue. I blew you off because I didn't know what you were talking about. That's the situation. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. You're going down, man. It's over with. Let's continue.
So
Why would
therefore,
you talk about this when I apologize?
because I didn't know what you was talking about, it didn't matter.
And now this is narcissist behavior right here. Why you want to talk about this? You know what I'm saying? When I apologize. How come you want to talk about this when I walk up to you and I apologize? Listen to this again.
That's the situation. Yes or no?
yes.
So
Why would you talk
therefore,
about this when I apologize?
because I didn't know what you was talking about, it didn't matter.
I sent you the video.
No, you did not. I didn't see the video. Someone else sent it to me. I didn't see the video until 2 weeks ago. First time ever seeing that. Had I saw it back then, we would have been had this conversation.
And even if Kenyon Martin did see the video, the point is that you went on a whole nother platform when he had no clue behind his back to speak on his speech impediment. That same as speech impediment that's paying your bills. What are we talking about here at ZamSports, man? I mean, this guy is about to be fired. Somebody call the police. Because this is bad. Let's continue.
Do you think not?
That's why I apologize.
But so you apologize because you realize it was some BS. Because you've been in my home around my wife and kids. I fed you, put money in your pocket. Did I not?
Shot.
Did I or did I not,
I
dog?
work for you.
No, you did, but did I?
No. Pull over. Y'all got to hear what he just said. He said, did I not feed you? Did I not put money in your pocket? And his response was, let's go back.
Did I not?
Shot.
Did I or did I not,
I
dog?
work for you.
No, you did, but did I put?
I worked for you. And let me show y'all something. And this is the problem, okay? This is the definition of a narcissist. A person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. Narcissists who think the world revolves around them. Narcissists preening themselves in front of the mirror. And that's exactly what you guys are seeing right here, man. Right? Too focused on yourself. Oh, I'm working for you. Oh, so you're so focused on the fact that you're working from somebody and not looking at the fact that that somebody is actually giving you the opportunity, right, to put you in a position to be able to take care of yourself. Yeah, that goes down as a classic narcissist. And you're exposed. Let's continue.
Money in your pocket. You didn't do for pay, right?
Yes.
Right? Did you not come into my home? No, did you not come into my home multiple times when you didn't know no one was out here, right? You didn't have no one to go for Thanksgiving. Did I not invite you to my home?
Yes.
2 years in a row.
Well, clearly, if you got to be invited to somebody else's crib on Thanksgiving, you definitely, you know what I'm saying, ain't got no funds on your own. You heard it here first in ZamSports. It is what it is.
Yes.
And this is the things that you get.
After the apology too, right?
But that apology is null and void is what you don't understand, dog. If I knew about it then, I wouldn't accept your apology like I didn't then.
You did.
I didn't. I blew you off. I said, yes.
But see how he just lied? You did accept it. But he just went back and said that Kenyon Martin laid it all out. Did I not ignore you when you came up and tried to apologize to me because I didn't know what was going on? George said yes. Red George, that's what we call him, Red George, because he needs a whole red flag. We pulling a red flag on George, y'all. Call the police. Because he's going down. You understand? He said yes. Now listen to this.
Off. I said, yes, whatever, dog, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. That's the situation. So this blew you off.
Rewind back.
Dog. If I knew about it then, I wouldn't accept your apology like I didn't then.
You did.
I didn't. I blew you off. I said, yes, whatever, dog. Whatever.
Did y'all hear that? You did accept it. Narcissist behavior.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's the situation. So this is what disloyalty and people who don't respect you look like, y'all. People like him. Be careful who you invite into your home, who you have around your loved ones and your friends and family. This is what you get. People like this that talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. I have a speech impediment that everybody knows how I feel about this. Right? People that don't have a voice, they able to speak up for themselves. This is what this is about. You don't.
Hey, look, shout out to Rashad McCants. Rashad McCants over here looking like, yep, he ain't lying. It is what it is, right? you're gonna have to have some respect. You understand? And some of these, you know what I'm saying, guys that are put in opportunities because of the internet, you know what I'm saying, are just speaking so much, you know what I'm saying, on these athletes and never been in that position. That's why you got to be careful and bring out facts because you'll be exposed.
Tease something of someone I have no control over and think it's okay.
Me
I
one.
don't want to have a speech impediment that everybody knows how I feel about this. Right? People that don't have a voice, they're able to speak up for themselves. This is what this is about. You don't tease something of someone I have no control over and think it's okay. I don't want, no. Yes, this is, yeah, you did it in front of, did you not do it in front of people? Did you not do it in front of people?
I apologize.
Did you not do it in front of people is my question, George.
And see, that was another narcissist try to move. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I apologize. Well, you already did that before, George. And he said that apology is whack because you went and did it on live. You was only trying to apologize because he's doing it live and addressing it live. You can't get mad. Accept your punishment, man. Right? Stand 10 toes down on what you said on that small, whatever it was, type of podcast interview. I don't know what it was.
This. That talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. I have a speech impediment that everybody knows how I feel about this. Right? People that don't have a voice, they're able to speak up for themselves. This is what this is about. You don't tease something of someone I have no control over and think it's okay. I don't want, no. Yes, this is, yeah, you did it in front of, did you not do it in front of people? Did you not do it in front of people?
I apologize.
Did you not do it in front of people is my question, George.
Yes.
So therefore you want me to do it in public? I mean, private? No.
And I agree with that. Therefore, you did it in front of people. So therefore, you want me to address this stuff, you know what I'm saying, in private? Are we kidding me? I mean, we talking about grown man status, man. Stand 10 toes down on what you're doing, bro.
I said I was the same energy, brother. Same energy. So, same energy.
That's gentleman.
Oh, I'm absolutely. You did it in front of people, I'm gonna do it in front of people. Point blank, period.
I apologize.
I don't want your apology once again, brother.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's funny to me. I'm sorry. No, it ain't funny to y'all. I apologize. You know why he's saying it like that? Y'all hear the tone in his voice? I want y'all to listen to that again. Listen to the tone of his voice when he said, I apologize. Listen.
People, I'm gonna do it in front of people. Point blank, period.
I apologize.
I don't want your apology.
Hey, bro, it is what it is. You know why he said it like that, bro? Because he know what's about to happen, bro. He about to get fired and up out of here. Watch this.
Apology once again, brother. Once again, I don't want your apology.
So what you want from?
Nothing. Don't ever be in my presence ever
So
again.
get your ass out of here right now.
Right?
Thank you.
Not ever be in my presence ever again is what I want.
Bam! Let's go back again and shout out to Swaggy P, bro. Dude funny too, bro. You'll say, well, what you want then? As he's trying to instigate it a little bit more because, yeah, at this point, what is it that we doing? Right? What is it that we doing? Because I feel Kenyon Martin, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If he feels this disrespected, which is very granted, you know what I'm saying, based on the evidence that's been proven, and this guy's behind the scenes, I mean, what's the next move? I mean, look at it.
Once again, brother. Once again, I don't want your apology.
So what you want from?
Nothing. Don't ever be in my presence ever again.
Get your ass out of here right now.
Right?
Thank you.
Not ever be in my presence ever again is what I want. But with that, appreciate you for letting me have the floor, Josiah. And then people, man, they did a good job.
You see that? And just like that, man, you know what I'm saying? He's out the door. Right? Exit left, man. Exit left. What are we talking about? Exit left. What are we talking about? Right? Shout out to Kenyon Martin because I felt like he handled that, you know what I'm saying, like a genius because you're dealing with a narcissist. All right? Because again, the stigma that's been put on this guy, you know what I'm saying, is due to situations like that you guys have seen. Right? And a lot of people don't understand is that, you know what I'm saying, when somebody puts their all into something, right, which he has at Gil's Arena, which is why that he's reached out to not only those that he's on the screen with, which are the important ones, but also those that are behind the scenes. You tend to build relationships, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, when you get older, you know, you're not trying to deal with a lot of people that's not on the same wavelength as you are. So when you're on the same wavelength, you know, and it seems like now we're living in times you even got to be careful with those guys and who you invite into your house, which Kenyon Martin literally, you know what I'm saying, use him as an example. Because, hey, man, when you put your heart into something, you get emotional about it. And there's nothing, and what I seen from Kenyon Martin was holding back his emotions. Because old Kenyon Martin, from what we've seen, you know what I'm saying, dealing in the past in the NBA, hey, he probably would have just, you know what I'm saying, smack dude up. Let's just keep it 100. Right? But, you know, he can't do this type of thing. Right? You get older, you evolve, like he's alluded to. But it doesn't it doesn't overshadow the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it's still a hurtful thing. You know, right? And listen to how he spoke to his son being traded.
And how hard is it, though, as a father? Like you said, KJ back home, you got him close by. Yeah. You're able to pull up, you know, the games and really be able to support him. How hard is it as a father to see your son traded?
Oh, no, it's you, because I never dealt with it as a player, for one. Besides, it was about the money, but not 3 games into the season, or not, you know what I'm saying, no shit like this. No, but it's having to wake your wife up and tell her this. Yeah. Like having to break this news to the little ones, they're excited when KJ come by. So it's that people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to put into words without being emotional about it.
Yeah.
No, but nah, it's a good thing. And I'm excited for him, man.
Yeah, no, man. That's the thing. We talk about these trades and things that go on the league, but you don't think about the impact that it has on players, families, whatever it may be. So,
and you guys see that, right? So when you're passionate about certain things and you're just totally disrespected, you know, this is the type of side that, you know, people don't understand and that they don't see. And you're from the outside looking in, you're getting opportunities. You won't be able to see this type of side. So, but at the same time, don't get it twisted. Those same type of emotions can also lead to passion, as you see in this clip right here.
It's not a goal.
Who had goals?
I'm asking you, ain't never had no goals?
Who was going to tell me what was tangible?
Because you watching the dudes that was the #1 player in the nation go and do what they did. You watching dudes #1 player in college go and do what they did. You ain't watched the people that were in front of you do what they did before you?
Dog, when I got the ABC, they and them motherfuckers talking about rankings, and I'm like, where? Who's this dude? Like, why everybody following him around? It was Kobe. Like, why everybody following him around? Why he special? This is dead ass, man. Like, them dudes went to the league in 1996, man. The year we graduated high school. All us graduated 96 together. They did 4 years in the league. I did 4 years in Cincinnati. Same trajectory, but I was...
Who was at that camp?
Everybody. Class of 96. Kobe was the #1 player in the class. Yeah, Romeo Lloyd, Shaheem Holloway, Lester Earl, Tim Thomas.
Tim Thomas too, right?
It was a bunch, that's what I'm saying. So...
And you didn't know anything about any of those people?
I caught a bus, man. I caught a Greyhound. And the thing is, so listen, caught a Greyhound there, right? I got a flight home, dog.
That's how well you play.
Hard.
Hold up. And you guys see, and shout out to the Pivot, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys, you know what I'm saying, follow them. But it just goes to show, right, the grit that Kmart comes from, all right, to where he's highly touted, you know what I'm saying, amongst the 96 class, which is gone down literally in NBA history as probably the greatest draft class besides maybe 2003 that we've ever seen. I mean, we're talking about the lights of Kobe, man. Talk about the lights of Allen Iverson. He was supposed to be in that draft class because there was a fluctuation of high school players and also a fluctuation of freshmen coming out of college. So he took the route of going to play at Cincinnati, where he also suffered some injuries, knee injuries, just like we've seen also in the NBA. But if he was to come out of high school, which he had the potential to, who knows? He could have been in that top 3 overall draft pick in the 96 class, where despite the injuries that he suffered in college, he came out, ended up being the number 1 overall draft pick, you know what I'm saying, when he came out of Cincinnati. So we got to keep it in perspective. And you see the type of attitude that he had when he saw the rest of the players that were listed, okay, amongst him in the top. Like, who is this guy? All right. Because when you're passionate about something, right, you attack it as if you are the best. And if you're not going to attack it with that type of mindset, then what are you in this thing for? And it's because of that type of mentality where it gets misconstrued as far as from fake media and also, you know what I'm saying, from fake news, to where they paint a false narrative on certain individuals, to where you have a lot of fake individuals that's going to swoop right on in, right, and just try to take advantage of an individual, just like we seen dealing with George. So shout out, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, Gil's Arena. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, to Kenyon Martin for letting it be known, you know what I'm saying, and not holding back, right, and continuing in the same mindset that he's always had, right, in his entire league in the NBA, by not taking no BS, because we don't got time for BS. You feel me? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, this has been another episode of Zam Sports. I'm your host, Zam, and I appreciate y'all for chiming in. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't, drop in the comments how you guys feel about this situation. Until then, I'll catch you guys again. Gone.